Hey, good evening, everybody. Hey, I'm sorry I'm a little late. Uh, I goofed. I didn't get this session properly set up today, so I just had to do it, and they couldn't get me on until 7:10. So I apologize. My goof. I'm an administrative nimitz when it comes to going live on the internet. So enough of that. Hey, look. This is Facebook Live on Monday night. Welcome. I'm Bill Warner with EntreDot. I look forward to talking to you again tonight. The subject I'd like to talk about is a subject I call working on versus working in. And what I'm referring to, of course, is working on your business or working within your business. You probably have heard this said by a lot of different people. You may not even know what it means. I don't mean to take away any of your brilliance. A lot of people don't know what it means. Sometimes you hear this term in a context which is inappropriate. It's like working in your business is just wrong. You shouldn't be doing that. Well, wait a minute. Or if you're not working on your business, you're never going to grow. Well, there's some truth to that. But all sorts of things like that just are not really complete in understanding the two concepts. So let me start with a definition of each of these. Fine, I didn't read this anywhere. I'm just sharing my experience. So working in your business means that you're spending a lot of time on the actual performance of certain business disciplines yourself. You are doing it. So let's take a startup company. It's you in the company, or maybe there's one or two others. The two or three of you have started a business. You're just starting out. Well, one of you is doing accounting and bookkeeping. I hope you are anyway. One of you is taking care of administrative stuff like insurance and filings with the Secretary of State and setting up meetings and running your calendar and 19 other things. One of you, if you got a software company, is doing development, writing code, doing design, testing, all that sort of stuff. One of you, if you got customers, is handling customer support, answering customer questions. If you've got a thing that has to be made and manufactured, you're dealing with the manufacturing organization directly. You're not doing manufacturing yourself, but you've negotiated a manufacturing contract. One of you is the marketing guru of the company, doing the website and the lead generation work and qualifying leads. One of you is the sales guy or gal, closing deals, selling stuff. I think you got the picture. Working in means all of the business disciplines are spread amongst you as the founders of a company. Okay, that's working in. Working on the business means you do none of that. You have other people doing that for you. So you're now free to think bigger. You want to think about how to grow the company further than yourselves. You've already gotten to that point where you've got employees, subcontractors doing a lot of this other stuff that you were working on when you were working in your business, but now you can focus on your business strategy and the expansion of it into new markets, or expansion of your business in your current markets. You think through ways you can do that. You can assess the competition. You can assess what's going on in your industry. You have time now to do that. You can spend time on managing a team of people, delegating the accountability and the responsibility to perform all of these duties I just went through earlier. You can do your market analysis every year. You can do all these things. You never had time to do before, because now you don't have to work in your business. You can do things working on your business. So there's the contrast. Now, which one of these is the right way to be? Some people will make you think it's you better be working on your business or you're never going to grow. Some people say you better be working in your business because you're never going to get anywhere. You can't work on something you never really started in the first place. Blah, blah, blah. Both are actually partially true. So let me put these into perspective for you, because you're going to wind up doing both. If you're starting a company, in fact, let's use that example of starting your own business. And in your first year, let's position you as you and one or two others. It doesn't have to be you alone, but you are it, 2 or 3 of you, and you're just starting out. And you got some money. You guys cobble together $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 to get this business started. Maybe more if you need to do expensive work like development. You may have cobbled together $50,000 to $100,000, but you got enough to get the thing going. Because there are a bunch of things you're going to have to spend money on, like a website, for example. Social media work and marketing, pay a lawyer to incorporate you, and fee, state fees to incorporate your company. You may have intellectual property. You need a lawyer to help you with that, and on and on. But you need money. Enough said on that. So, how do you proceed? 3 of you and $20,000. You're ready to go. So first thing you've got to make sure of is that you have a dedicated, direct, clear, unambiguous focus on a market segment that you're going to enter. You know all about the market, who the competitors are. You have figured out how to create market awareness, your brand image, and how to generate leads. And once you qualify the lead, you've got a process that you've come up with for how to close sales with them. But it's focused. You're not trying to do everything for everybody. It's very narrow in terms of your focus on a set of buyers within a market that you think you can succeed in. So you better be focused, because you don't have a lot of money and there's only 2 or 3 of you. You can't be doing a whole lot of different things, being in 2 or 3 markets at the same time, which I sometimes have heard of. It's just not going to work. You're not going to succeed, because you're not going to get anywhere in any one of them. You run out of money and you'll fail. So you get underway, and you're working, each of you, all of you are now working in your business. You have nobody to pass this stuff off to just yet. You're starting. You got some money, but you get it a month into this, you realize, my God, we're spending all of our time on doing all these things that take away from time from doing what's really, really important, like development or marketing or sales. So you really do want to be in a position at some point in the future where you're spending more time working on your business. So how do you get there? You're not working in your business doing all these grungy things, but you want to be more like working on your business because you want to grow. Well, let's talk about how to get there. The first thing that I suggest you do is find the easy stuff to get rid of. Get off your plate onto somebody else's plate that you pay them to do for you. The obvious ones are accounting, bookkeeping. In fact, have a professional CPA doing that stuff for you. Let them or some related company take care of payroll at the point where you have employees, that is. You may have a payroll where it's the 3 of you. Start that way, but administering payroll, or worse yet, messing up payroll with not properly paying your workman compensation taxes and all that sort of stuff, it is going to be a problem for you. Filling out your annual tax return, gathering all the documents and proof of your income and expense, it takes a lot of time. Handling insurance can be done through an insurance broker. The admin things, you're managing a company calendar, you're managing the setting up of meetings and getting people to show up at meetings, and all the communications and answering emails and things like that. Some totally of you are probably doing a lot of that. These are easy things to subcontract to somebody else. Remember that $20,000 that I mentioned earlier? You're going to use some of that to get rid of all this administrative work. Accounting, bookkeeping, admin, at least those things. That will free up some amount of time from each of you to work on more important things like marketing and sales and manufacturing and support. But that's just step one. So pick the easy stuff and get rid of it. Get it off your plate onto a subcontractor of some kind. You don't hire people to do this stuff. Maybe eventually the admin, but all the rest of this is subcontractors. Until you're a $10, $15 million company, you have your own bookkeeping department for that, if you want, but not right now. Well, we're not there yet. We're not totally working on the business, are we? We've just got rid of several man hours per week on administrative stuff. Let's talk about the harder stuff. The next one that you might consider that's quite important to you, particularly if the one or two of you that are working on marketing really are not marketing professionals, you probably are going to be very richly rewarded if you subcontract your marketing strategy to a really good marketing strategist. Take a sideline a minute. I pile marketing people into two piles. One pile is our marketing pros who you work with that help you figure out what the right marketing strategy should be for you, for your business. They spend time understanding what your market is, who your buyers are, what their preferences are, and come up with the best ways to reach them and eventually qualify them as leads. The other pile of marketing people are, I call them marketing mechanics. They do stuff. They make websites. They do SEO. They do blog articles. They post on Facebook, LinkedIn, and a bunch of other things. They write posts. They post on other people's articles and all sorts of stuff like that. They're mechanics. They just do this stuff when they're told to do it. I don't know why they're doing it sometimes. They know that they got to get results. They're not sure they're going to get results because they haven't spent the time the strategist did in understanding your market. Get the pro, the marketing strategist, to work with you first. And when they need mechanics to do a website, do SEO, and do social media marketing and content marketing and whatever is appropriate, email marketing, they'll orchestrate the contact to the mechanics that are the right ones to help you. So start that way, and pay this strategist the $2,000-$3,000 it's going to take to get started with them. Have this person develop your marketing plan. And that plan is going to call for all of these things that are going to be right for your business: website, SEO, marketing, lead generation work, whatever, by whatever means is right for your company. Referrals, social media, LinkedIn, Facebook posting, your email newsletters or email campaigns, your blog articles, your video logs, all of these components of a marketing plan, they should give you a proposal for. You ask them for one, they'll give it to you. And you'll decide how much you're going to be able to afford out of your $20,000 little bucket here. But look, when you do this, this is a big ticket item. It's a very important item. When you do this, it should be freeing up a lot of time so that the one, the two, or the three of you, some part of you, can spend more time selling. You've offloaded marketing work, but you got to pay for it coming out of your $20,000, but you got to make more money because you got to run out of the 20 eventually here. You spend more time selling, bringing revenue into the company. You should see your way clear of being able to sell more stuff, sell more services, sell more products, whatever it is you're selling. So it's spend money on marketing, get more leads as a result of it, sell to those leads, get more revenue to pay for this marketing person in the long run. So it's a bank shot in terms of how to pay for these people. But you got to have enough, that $20,000 kind of give you the seed money to offload work onto professionals that you're going to need to take you forward. So that's how you take this rather big step where you've taken a risk in contracting with a marketing professional, and you're going to pay them, and you don't know where, when you run out of the 20, you don't know quite where more money is going to come for paying them in the future. So you've got to close deals. You've got to see your way clear to being able to accomplish sales pretty rapidly within weeks, so that your revenue now turns into profit that you can use to pay for your marketing person. Got it? That's a big step. So the message here is let the pro handle this stuff, and contract with whatever third parties that are in their stable of marketing mechanics that they're used to working with. And drive this marketing strategist to lead generation results. You don't just let them go. You manage them. So part of the role of working on your business is managing the marketing function. Okay, that was a big step. Now, the third step, and maybe for many of you, the final step to getting yourself in a position where you're predominantly working on your business, is offloading sales. So you've offloaded marketing, now offload sales. Now, my urging to you is that when you do this, you're probably going to do this in one of two ways, or maybe a combination of both. If you are particularly not so good at sales, it's not your discipline and you're not good at it, you're not comfortable with it, you may want to offload sales immediately by bringing on a real sales pro, but you're gonna have to find that rare one that will work on commission only, because you don't have a whole lot of money to pay that person yet. You don't mind paying them a commission, a fair commission. In fact, probably more than a fair commission, because they're working in a startup company. But you'll pay commission all day long because their money comes out of the sale they make. Commission only. If they don't sell something, they don't get paid. There is no base salary in this scenario. So that's one way. And there are people that'll do this. Some sales pros have total confidence that they can sell, and I don't mind at all getting a commission, a nice healthy one. I can make a good living on that. The other way, if you happen to be pretty good at sales and you are closing deals, so that shift of marketing to the marketing professional was right down your alley, because now you spend more time selling and you know how to do it. But you're going to reach a point where your time is going to have to be better spent on working on the business. Those things I mentioned earlier. You would bring on board an employee pay them a base salary, because now you're well into your first year. You probably can afford them as you go on into your second year. But you train them, but you want an experienced person, someone who really knows how to sell, no newbies, A players in this regard, and they have experience in your market, and the sales process that they're used to is one that you need them to perform anyway. So you work them into a full role. It'll take several months to bring them up to speed, several meaning 2 or 3. And you give them a commission-rich offering. Small base, large commission. So now this is offloading you, or some number of you in this startup company, to sales being done by another employee. So now with the offloading of marketing and sales, you now have a chance to substantially work on your business. Now, you may not be totally there. You may have to bring in a development executive or a channel management executive if you're going after indirect channels, a manufacturing support specialist, maybe somebody to do customer support for you. But there are other employees that you're going to be able to bring on board. So more and more of your time is now going to be devoted to managing a team of people. So when you're now spending more of your time working on your business, you're working on building a team and managing by results. They're given goals to achieve, but building the team, I mean in terms of working relationship and building trust and having a culture of a small group of people managing a rather large organization. So now you can work on expanding your business, getting into new markets, structure the operations of your business, and plan your business and execute. Because now you have an organization, not just 2 or 3 of you anymore, it's 8 to 10 of you running this show, and you're now going to manage by results. So now you understand that working in your business is an appropriate thing for when you start. You want to move towards working on your business as time goes on. You'll never be totally working on your business, but you're going to be substantially close to that when you get up to 20, 25 employees. And you've got all of these people who have been delegated the responsibility for the many disciplines that run your business. So hope that helps. And don't be ashamed if you're working in your business, if it's the appropriate point in time for your company. If you work on your business for 3 years, working in your business for 3 years, you're probably barking up the wrong tree, and you better be rethinking. Something else is wrong. Maybe you're not getting the revenue. But moving towards working on your business is something you do want to achieve if you want to grow your company. Hope that helps. Again, I'm Bill Warner. This was Monday Night Live on Facebook. Have a great night. I'll repost this for tomorrow morning. Have a great night. Bye-bye.